from soul-snatching burns that had Anne questioning her life choices.
One of the most repugnant, hateful, hatchet-faced bitches alive. But it's not too late to change, Anne. You could kill yourself.
To making Rachel Zegler bawl her eyes out.
I'm boycotting the new Snow White, my friend. I'm boycotting it.
Here are 11 times Jimmy Carr proved he's not just a comedian, he's the ultimate boss of celebrity roast battles.
Ann Coulter. Here we go.
It's the Comedy Central roast of Rob Lowe. Jimmy Carr is in full savage mode, and looks like Ann Coulter just fell under his radar.
Ann Coulter is one of the most repugnant, hateful, hatchet-faced bitches alive. But it's not too late to change, Anne. You could kill yourself.
Oh, that's brutal, Jimmy. You didn't even give her a second to breathe.
Ann Coulter looks so much like a truck stop transvestite that I saw Jeff Ross run to an ATM just before the show.
Oh my god, this just keeps getting better and better. But, wait for it, there's more coming.
Ann Coulter's pussy. Seriously, this gets classy. Ann Coulter's pussy is now so old and dry that it's just got a job drawing cartoons for The New Yorker.
Man, Anne's face is screaming, "I'm gonna kill you." But honestly, Anne, you did ask for it. And Jack here agrees. He commented, "Why the hell did Ann Coulter agree to do this? She should have known better." True, buddy. But you gotta admit, the man's got a titanium spine. I mean, he roasted Jeff the Roastmaster himself.
Jeff Ross. Jeff is called the Roastmaster because he works in a Starbucks.
Just brutal. Even though Jeff's rocking that spy movie villain look, we all know who the real villain is here. Jimmy.
Jeff Ross is what cancer patients would look like if chemotherapy was cream-filled.
Jimmy. That was so disrespectful. Do it again. But this time, aim it at Gemma Collins.
What do you make of this Harry and Meghan thing? Because they don't like the press attention.
I feel that the best thing they can do, ultimately, in life, all you want is to see people happy. If they're happy in Canada, let them go to Canada.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
It's 8 out of 10 cats, and Gemma Collins is all about letting people do what they want. Well, in Jimmy's case, it's roasting the hell out of people.
Good.
Let them go and do a day's hard work and see what we all have to do.
I mean, Gemma,
Whoa, hang on. What's the last day's work you did?
Jimmy!
I suppose you f***ed ours, yeah.
Jimmy!
Uh-oh, Gemma. Looks like someone's in trouble.
I'll be picked up about 7 o'clock. I go into my boutique, I sort the stock out, then I'll have some TV work, meetings, I do a podcast.
What's your podcast?
Jimmy! It's the #1 podcast.
For
Gemma
who?
Collins' podcast.
Ah, Jimmy, subtly passing jabs. Classic. The show's heading forward, and the conversation has shifted to food.
What's your favourite? What's your go-to on Deliveroo?
I've got to say, I love a bit of Pizza Hut. I'm not going to lie, I do
Old
love
school.
a pizza. Or the brown derby from Wimpy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the best.
The
brown derby.
derby.
Donut, ice cream on top, loads of chocolate sauce and
Oh.
lashings of nuts.
Shins of nuts. That's what they do in Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
Everyone's laughing at the Saudi joke, but why does Jimmy look confused?
You're a vegan, yes?
Well, Jimmy, I started off being a vegetarian. I'm more vegan now because I've then become very aware lately of how
Sorry?
Gemma, at this point, you're gonna get roasted no matter what you say.
I was shown how the cows are treated to get the milk. Hence, I now drink oatmeal every day.
Have you seen what they've done to those oats, though?
And if the real truth was told of how they get milk from cows, trust me, no one would be drinking it.
How do they get milk from cows? Because I think they milk them.
No.
Gemma's vegan now, Jimmy, but keep it up and she'll eat you alive. But honestly, that's a breeze compared to what Peyton's got cooking after your roast.
Peyton Manning is here. Obviously, I don't know much about American football, but I'm told Peyton Manning is one of the top 3 quarterbacks in his family.
See what I'm talking about? Jimmy just loves playing with fire.
Peyton, you look like if a kid with Down syndrome wished he was big.
You know you're at your A game when Pete Davidson's forced to spit his drink out from laughing.
He played with some of the all-time greatest rapists, murderers, and wife-beaters. Come on, the only people who get more concussions than NFL players are their wives.
Ooh, treading dangerous waters now, are we, Jimmy? But hey, it's not like you're joking about 9/11 or something. Huh, Jimmy? Jimmy? Hello?
I'm appalled that people would come here and make jokes about the sacrifice Pete's heroic father made on 9/11. This is not the roast of Pete Davidson's father. That was in 2001.
Oh, that was dope. Wow. Wow.
Poor Pete. But if you think this was bad, just wait till you see Jimmy charbroiling the hell out of Christy Kielo.
I was gonna talk about Christie's career, but it's like trying to punch fog. There's nothing there. Nothing.
It's a roast battle between Carr and Kielo, and Jimmy's definitely in the lead.
There are ISIS sleeper cells with higher profiles. I looked it up on the internet and Google said, me either.
What the f is happening?
Ouch. Oh, that's gotta hurt. But just wait for it, Jimmy. Christy's coming with a savage comeback.
Okay, Jimmy! Jimmy is so desperate to be accepted by America that he rebelled against paying his taxes. Now, if there is one American Jimmy reminds me of, it's Donald Trump.
OMG, Christy. A, you're looking constipated, trying too hard to push out a joke. B, please, stop trying.
Because they both are convicted criminals and their fans should know better. I got it out.
Well, congratulations on getting it out. Still waiting for the funny part, though. This comment perfectly sums it up. Jimmy embarrassed her pretty bad, but what she said embarrassed her worse. Touché, buddy. If you can't win the battle, better stay silent. Just like Rachel Riley, taking it all in real quiet.
If Carol Vorderman is so good with figures, why does she always insist on trying to squeeze hers into a dress that's clearly 2 sizes too small?
It's 8 out of 10 cats, and looks like Rachel's not vibing with that joke. Or so it seems.
And the award this evening for not laughing at a joke she clearly thought was funny goes to Rachel Riley.
If you're feeling bad for Rachel, you better snatch some tissues for Nikki Glazer.
Nikki Glazer is here, one of my favorites. On Nikki's Comedy Central show, Not Safe, she found out her father is hung like a horse. And we found out Nikki inherited her face from her dad's.
The question is, how does Jimmy even know what Nikki's dad's D looks like? While I figured this out, y'all should watch Jimmy obliterate the D off Bert Kreischer.
Impression of Jimmy for him?
Hello, Mummy. I would like to take my spot of tea at the meadow today.
Right. Right, so you've not watched a lot of Downton Abbey, but quite a lot of Guy Ritchie films.
I have. I've only watched Guy Ritchie.
Bert, my dude, you just triggered Jimmy, and now he's about to unleash a whole roast apocalypse.
And if you watch the special, it's super enjoyable. Is I read everyone's jokes as they were doing them because I was reading the prompter. So the whole.
You're saying this because you think we don't know that?
Oh.
No, we saw it.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Oh no, I was going to inquire as to your reading age. When I got here, I think you're really coming along.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. Now you're just pissed. Not saying we're not liking it, though.
How's that working out?
I'm taking 9 months off in July. Yeah, it panned out.
You're taking 9 months off in July.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand how calendars work.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
It's just
A month is the longest you can take off in July. So what you're gonna?
I don't know what I want to do.
Well, I suppose it's that thing of like you go.
He's got a point there, Bert. And he ain't done playing with you either.
And I was not good at recognizing morons. Like I would tether up to morons quick. Tom is really good at picking out morons. Like he's like, that guy, he's an idiot.
He knows he's saying this, yeah?
Yeah. Why? What am I saying? but like, were you? Because you were like, you came from a different world.
I still don't think he knows he's saying it.
Bert, stop. You're giving yourself to him on a silver platter. He'll devour you.
Would you?
So you're saying Tom's good at picking out morons?
He's really good at picking out morons. Oh,
Right.
no, I'm not saying that.
And there you saw the penny drop in perhaps the slowest of all motions.
what a fart.
Yeah,
This commenter nailed it. They said, "It's so fun watching Jimmy Carr treat Bert like that one kid in class who almost made it to the special classes." Couldn't agree more.
You have to make me another drink. So wait, Did you
Can
suffer?
we take 2 drinks away? Is that a...
What's the phrase? Suffer fools lightly?
All right, Jimmy, enough with the face rub. Be nice, if that's even possible.
It's so the opposite of like, no one in Hollywood was going, this, I tell you what we need. An out-of-shape shirtless guy. But somehow the world wanted it. And the energy you have on stage, that the performance, like you fill a fucking room. And you carry people along. It's that storyteller thing. The grass is always greener, right? You're always kind of looking over at what other people can do.
Yeah.
Much better. Now, let's let Bert heal for a sec and turn those guns on Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe is like a Ken doll. He's plastic and often the first thing to enter a teenage girl's vagina.
It's the Rob Lowe roast, and Jimmy's on fire as always, but it's about to get real steamy.
Underage girls always felt safe making sex tapes with Rob because they knew no one would ever watch a movie starring Rob Lowe.
Bet Rob's gonna watch all those tapes today just to feel better. Know what I'm saying?
Rob has been involved in 4 lawsuits with former nannies. Rob says he didn't fuck those nannies, and I believe him because he's either telling the truth or he's the best actor in the world.
Is it just me, or does Rob Lowe look one joke away from straight up ugly crying?
It's been an honor being here tonight. My friends back at home aren't going to believe me when I tell them I got to roast Charlie Sheen's brother's friend. And I have to thank Rob Lowe, what a top man, allowing us to say such horrible things right to where his face used to be.
Rumor has it Rob cried tears of Botox that day. Jimmy just lives for a roast, but damn, his Snow White roast was straight up savage.
Did I see the new Snow White? I'm boycotting the new Snow White, my friend. I'm boycotting it. Now, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I'm boycotting it, because I've got friends that are dwarves.
We were all clowning on Snow White because of the Zegler drama, but Jimmy's got his own tea to spill, and it's spicy.
One, that it's a problem. The dwarf community are very upset about the Snow White film because they use CGI nonsense rather than dwarf actors. Basically, they're angry, they're not grumpy.
Of course they're angry. I mean, they are pretty short-tempered, no?
Oh, I hope I don't get cancelled by the dwarves again. I think I'll be all right. Let me just practice. Yeah, I'm good.
Jimmy, you're an absolute pro. If you liked watching Jimmy Carr grill these celebs into oblivion, you're definitely gonna love this next video. So, click here to watch.